so black and so bold. Playing the classics that never get old. Or maybe an indie to sit back and chill. He brings the fire, but not always the skill. Oh, Retro Rob won't back down or quit. He plays it bad, but he's got that grit. Rob never gives up when victory's near. Drink up that coffee, let's shift into gear. Controller in hand, his focus burns bright. Button mashing chaos, he'll fight all night. One more round, he says with a grin so wide. He's got that spark, can't take away his pride. Oh, Retro Rob won't back down or quit. He plays it bad, but he's got that grit. Rob never gives up when victory's near. Drink up that coffee, let's shift into gear. Just lost his last life, but Rob don't care. He'll be back again in that worn out chair. Hot coffee fuels every reckless try. He's chasing winds under retro skies. Pixels and caffeine, they fuel his quest. Might not be great, but he gives his best. Game on screen, hearts racing fast to spin. One last chance, this time I'll win. Pixels and caffeine, they fuel his quest. Might not be great, but he gives his best. Game on screen, hearts racing fast to spin. One last chance, this time I'll win.
Well, hello there, real gamers. Retro Rob here, and welcome to Coffee and a Game. Let's just stare at each other for a while. You're probably watching this in the future. So, you know, hey, future boy. How you doing? Or girl, but most likely guy. Gear. I did it again. Why every time? Why? Why? Raising my hand like that and waving is how you get the camera to start tracking your head. Which, by the way, I almost never do. I turn it off, but every update it turns back on again. Or else I'm hitting a button somewhere that does it. I'm not sure. Anyway, welcome to Coffee to Game, the live stream of Retro Rob Plays Everything. I'm going to let you guys know that if you are into focused live streams with the best gameplay that you've ever seen in your life, you're probably going to want to go somewhere else. Because I chat a bit. I do. I chat a bit. Today's game, I learned about, oddly enough, on Facebook. I have, this is my private Facebook, not the Retro Rob Facebook. I have a super curated Facebook. I don't want to know about anything except cats, dogs, what my friends are eating and drinking. I'm really obsessed with that. Like, yeah, like big. Like, I want to know. I want to judge. Yeah. Anyway, or what they're building or whatever. But also video games. And I have never really seen that much like video game advertising on Facebook that has been something that I constantly see. But today's game, I must get a dozen ads for this game a day. And being as resistant as I am, you know, being I'm an expert in manipulation because I work in security. We all fail to manipulation, just so you know. It's the first thing you get taught. We're all susceptible. But anyway, today's game, DeadZone Rogue. And I'm going to say a couple things about the advertising team. The first thing I'm going to say is, good job. The video that they show in their advertising really made me want to play it. I thought it looked interesting. Every time I saw it, I'm like, I want to try it. At first, I thought it was a free to play game, but it isn't. It is like a paid for game. Anyway, what was I talking about? Anyway, so it was on sale on Steam Summer Sale. DeadZone Rogue is a roguelike FPS set in space. Blast through hordes of enemies with devastating weapons. Define your combat style with powerful augments and upgrades. Grow stronger with each death, solo or in co-op. Fight, die, revive, repeat. Sitting on 4,552 very positive reviews. It's developed and published by Prophecy Games, which, what else? Wait, we're going to do this thing. We're going to do this thing that I do. Hold on, let me get out of this. I think I'm going to go to their website. I think we'll open up a window here. I want to see what else they developed. And I don't want you to have to look at my mug for a while. You know? I don't want you to have to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up Google here. And we're going to go up to their site. I'm going to say something unintelligible. Sorry about that. Hang in there. Hang in there. Me and pre-planning, you know, it's not a thing. I just kind of go with whatever. There we go. Okay. You should be on the right screen. You're not. Okay. Let's turn off the sound. Why? There. We good? We're good. Okay. This is by Prophecy Games. What else have they made? Let's see. Oh, they made quite a bit. Oh, no, they haven't. They've made one other game. I'm an idiot. It was a similar kind of thing. Team-based first-person shooter. Got moderate reviews. It looks pretty good, though. Okay, so they didn't have a bunch of different stuff. This is like their second game. Not bad for a second game. All right, anyway. What's the price on this? This is what I really wanted to check. That's not true. We already checked it. It didn't pan out very well. And now I'm just going to kind of cover my own ass, okay? Sorry. Okay, it's $19.99 right now. And I'll be playing it on the Steam Deck. It plays pretty well on the Steam Deck. I haven't had any issues with it. So that's good, right? It's a plus. What, you want me to play the game? All right, fine. I'll shut up and I'll play the game. Well, I'm not going to shut up. But I will play the game. Let's go to sound real quick. And let's turn down the music because I don't want to get demonetized. I'm so sorry. If you want, I can put like on some freebie music or something. If anybody's in the mood, you know, for that. What do we got the display set at here? 1280 by 720. That's a little bit lower than it plays on the Steam Deck natively. I think it's 1280 by 800, right? Am I right about that? Yeah, I think I am. Motion blur's on. Looks like frame rate limits at 30 hertz is recommended. Interesting. On the Steam Deck. Anyway. And then it says 60 here. 30 down. 60 up. Anyway, I will say with the default settings, I've had no problems with it. The only thing that I'm going to recommend before is right here. I'd even bump this down to 30. It's it is way out of hand on sensitivity by default for the Steam Deck. However, the aim acceleration system's pretty good. So you can definitely tweak it in so it feels really pretty good. Do I really want that? I was really happy with 35. I was happy with 35. I shouldn't mess with it. When I overthink things, you know, that's when you get in trouble, right? Am I right? Really? Weekday live streams, man. Anyway, here we go. We're going to play DeadZone Rogue. And I think you're going to enjoy this one. I got to say, this is... I am not always real pleased with the stuff... I did it again. I'm not always real pleased with the stuff that I fall for advertising campaigns on. But in this case, yeah, it's pretty good. This is actually quite fun. All right, so I just finished getting through the first part of the game, like the first chapter of the game. This is the beginning of chapter 2. All right.
I live.
That is
I
a
die.
lie. I actually did
I
the second
live.
chapter too.
I die. I live. I die.
The commenting's pretty good too. These guys are, in my opinion, pretty tuned in. All right, so yeah, I finished this story mission, and now we're gonna do some specialty missions. And the specialty missions are kind of interesting. Can I? Let's see. I want to do that. Nah, I already did that one. All right, let's do something new. I'm gonna just have some fun here, okay? You guys okay with that? All right. The last one, the close quarter ones, I only had access to shotguns, which is pretty cool because I'm fairly weak with shotguns. But by the time I got done, I'm like doing pretty good. All right, upgrades. These last throughout your runs. So I do a run, I upgrade this. This stays upgraded for the next run. Get it? Got it? Got it. Good. Melee damage. Don't do what I did. This one, you might want to hit pretty early, to be honest. You use it quite a bit. There we go. I always up my health if I can. Oh, I can't anymore, son of a biscuit. Of course, there's shield recharge rate, and then there's a delay. See? So delay, so that's the time, like if you were playing Halo, right? The time between you get hit, right? And you get that doot, 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 when the shields go down, and the time when they come back up. It's pretty common. I don't know why I'm explaining it to people who probably already know. But anyway, starting shield, and of course, the recharge rate. So you got a space between when your shield goes down and when it recharges, right? And then this is the rate at which it recharges. There we go. We'll do that. Health orbs, you pick them up in the game. It's good. It's good. Proc chance. If anybody down there knows what the proc chance is, let me know in the comments down below. Even if this is the future, I might not know. I didn't look it up for this one because I wasn't 100% sure what game I was going to play for today's live stream. So, unfortunately, you know. Oh, I should have done that. Anyway. So, this one's kind of last minute choice is what I'm saying. We're going to have superior items and synergies too. All right. Looking good? Looking good. All right. I'm safe here right now. I'm safe. Oh, yeah, you can... Look at this. Look at that. I can customize my weapons. So when you're playing, like, multiplayer, right? Huh? Yeah. You can do this. Give yourself a new paint job. I've unlocked none of them. I suck. All right, let's get going. Is there anything else I want to show you? Okay. This is what equipment I have. I'm going to show you throughout time that we're going to gain a lot of equipment pretty quickly. Look at, we got a, isn't that nice? A little glossary. Other button is the settings button, the 3 lines. Okay. I think I've shown enough. I think we can get going here and do a run. I'm hoping that the display lag from recording isn't too bad. It doesn't feel bad here, so I think we're going to be okay. But I will say that the game plays very smoothly on the Steam Deck so far with the default settings. So, other than the adjustment I made to the controls. What's my goal for today? My goal is to not have a stroke. All right. Here we go. Moving forward, here, this is another really interesting thing. When I start the game until I fire my first shot, I'm in stealth mode. Look at this. They can't see me. The practical upshoot of this is I could survey the level and figure out where I want to start fighting from. This can give you a huge advantage if you think about it. Because what I want to do is find a location where I can kind of go back and hide to reload and then come back out and kill more of them. Also, I don't want to be surrounded. Now, on some levels, that's harder than others. For sure. But you definitely want to be very careful about this as you play. This is a very important aspect of the game. All right. Let's shoot him in the head. And now they're going to come hunting for me. See? Nope. Just pick these up right away. Most of the time in the first level, it's not that risky just to pick stuff up. What you don't want to be doing is examining things while you're getting shot at. Oh, God. That was so Call of Duty. Of me, not of the game. Alright, so there we go. I'm going to get a goodie. I really like this particular gun, but I'm going to go with this one. And I'm going to go with it out of interest because I haven't used this one yet. It's not too bad. You know what? I'm lying. I have used this gun before, just later on in the game. Okay. Barrels. They explode. What? Oh my God. I can pick these up? I had no idea. Look at that. You learn something new every day. Huh. That's exciting. All right, so I think I mentioned about how I'd I'd set the movement speed. By the way, I'm not moving. That's that's aim assist right there. But I mentioned like how I slowed down the movement so I can hone in on them a little bit better. I like to have a little bit more aim myself, but also I didn't tweak the turn rate. So what happens is, as I turn around, the acceleration picks up. See? So I can actually turn pretty fast when I want to. It's got that set really, really well. I think that's pretty well tuned in. Again, I think they should play a little bit more on the Steam Deck, and you know, and get the default settings tuned in. But it goes pretty well. All right. I've been walking around forever. I guess what I'm going to do is shoot this guy in the head. And here we're in trouble. Remember when I said you stab people a lot? Do that. You use that. For sure. Use that. And go for headshots if you can. That lightning that just struck between those robots, that's actually a feature of this gun, and you can upgrade these guns and add new extra features to them as well. I don't have a visor yet. I guess I'm running around naked at the beginning. I don't know really. Oh God bless it. Really? Remember when I said don't sit there looking at equipment when you should be attacking? Right there, okay? Yeah. Later on in the game, sometimes new enemies will pop in too, so you gotta watch out for that. They'll warp in So you got to watch out for that. It's not in the kind of cheaty way like it does with a lot of roguelikes. They have set places where they'll beam in and you can see them beforehand. So when you're surveying the level, you'll know that, hey, somebody might come in here. Spawn. Spawn is the technical word for that. Hey, Jerome, how's it going? And then we're going to try that.
This place gives me the creeps.
Okay. We'll keep going. I kind of like his voice, you know, in this. Just saying. All right. Look in here. Okay, so this guy right here. This guy's trouble. So I think what I'm going to do is try and take him out. Yeah, 4th of July. Yeah. I was, you know, I was too lazy, honestly, to do do a proper video. I did the Atari one. I was gonna do a Sorry Atari this week. I'm putting it off to next week because I'm just kind of lazy. Plus, I'm doing dinner with the boys gonna come out for dinner, so that's always nice, you know, the son. So we'll be doing dinner tonight. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is this guy, and he is nothing but trouble. So I'm gonna try and hit him, and then bravely run away as I reload. It's a good plan. Oh, hey, did I mention I got grenades? Yeah, let's do that right now. Oh, that was a win! Oh, that went way better. Yeah, I want an axe. You always want the axe. I'm hoping they kind of like add more, or that I've missed some. Like, it seems like it's only knives and axes right now. So I'm kind of hoping they'll add like baseball bats and other weird stuff. Yeah, alright, fine. I'm gonna kill this guy. Yeah, get up the stairs, fool. Yep, that's better than what I got. And, you know, you can spend more time checking out equipment when they're dead, you know? He's down here, isn't he? There he is. He hit my shield pretty good. Oh yeah, here, let me blink out of existence for a minute. Yeah, I forgot to do the walk around. I didn't do... Guys. What's wrong with me? I almost actually turned off the screen. That would have been good. Alright, anyway. Top left, you can see I've got a radar, right? Bottom left, you got my shields. I got 51 right now. 184 hit points. I believe they call that armor in game. I do have a flashlight. I can turn that on and off. On the bottom right, you can see that I've got my melee weapon or melee weapon. It is an axe right now, so I can do that. Below that is my handgun. Or I think the handgun's considered the primary gun, and the other weapon's considered your secondary. So you can see that below it. And then here, I might as well link back into existence. Where am I? Where are you? There you are. Okay. And up above, you have the pickups that you can use for upgrading your character, leveling, etc. And I'm sorry, I don't actually know the name. Like, some of it's salvage. It's called salvage. But those are used for upgrading your character and weapons and such. Don't worry, I'll show you. I'll show you it. And then you'll be like, how did you not know that? Just saying. Knuckle dusters, let's do that. Let's do a beat down.
Okay, just keep moving. Moving and shooting. Reminds me of Vegas. Huh. Have I been there?
Oh yeah, you don't have your memory, remember. Okay, so... Oh. Safe zone. This is a safe zone. You can do your upgrades here with the fabricator. You can save your game and quit. And then you can run off to the next part of the level. There's 20 sectors in this level. I believe there's 30 in the last one. Anyway, all right. Let's go to upgrade weapons and armor, because this is the part that I love. It does, yeah, it runs surprisingly well. I was actually expecting to switch over to the LIX, but it ran just fine, so decided to keep going with it. Here we go. Upgrading level, and you can see I do more damage. See that? Huh? And then I can upgrade the quality, which is going to add a new ability to this gun. Ready? See that? Now it has chain lightning. Pretty cool, right? And then upgrading the level will do more damage. And we'll do the same to this. I'm not going to bother with my armor. There's a lot of armor drops. I agree, it runs really well on the Steam Deck. And in fact, if anything, when I'm on the recording equipment, it's a little bit laggier. Not much, but there's a little bit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they won't see ya unless you thwack them or attack them. So you can see this level. Not a lot of great hiding locations here.
I feel bad for whoever wrote this.
Oh yeah, there is pieces of storyline around too that you'll find every once in a while. Apologies, I haven't really been looking for that because you know the meat of the game is what we're doing here. Yep, there. See? So there's little bits of the storyline as well. Okay. This, you're gonna think this is weird, but I'm gonna actually start from here, even though there's a lot. But look at this. See this? Yeah. Oh! A little early for this. Oh, yeah. 240. What else do we got? Epic. There, we're taking it. So I did really good there. I kind of flubbed it, but then saved it. Jeez. This is actually a Call of Duty habit I have. That's a problem. I reload too often. You like the little bit of berserk in there, right? Little bit of berserk, and I kind of say that's okay, you know. Let's see, Exo Gloves level 3, 225, but it adds max shield, so I'll take that. Got a new handgun here? Oh, no. Not doing that. And here we go with the perk orb. What shall I get? Yes, a bot! Check this out! Look at it, I get a little bot with me. And by the way, he doesn't like perma-die either. He will disappear for a while. He will also not make a mess out of things by attacking first. He stays shielded as well, see? Pretty nice. I'm thinking of getting my friends into this game because I think it would probably be fun as a group game. Alright, so what we got here is basically a square, eh? Eh? Dear hey? Very Wisconsin thing to say. Alright, I think I'm gonna take over here. Let's try it. Let's try it.
Another log.
Ready, steady, go. Jeez. That took way more to kill him than I thought it should. Again, remember, your hand weapon, it is extremely effective. Oh, shoot, no. Grenade launcher. And this is one of the things I like. See, this guy's like not a complete idiot. You know? He will hold them off. What's even better is you get to have multiple of them. I've had, I think, 3 or 4 of them at a time so far. Hmm. 29. Yeah, there's nothing really making me want to upgrade here. It is faster though. Maybe? Oh, what that, you know what, for the sake of the, oh no, no, we're not doing that. Oh. I was gonna say for the sake of the live stream, I'll try it, but nah, no, nope, not doing that. I like my weapons rapid fire. I don't want to pull no trigger and keep pulling. Heck no. Let's see. Let's do this one. Oh, shoot. What do we got here? Turret. I'm not seeing much, so you know what that means, right? It means they're all down here in this fog. Every once in a while, there's something horrible hiding down here. So really, you do really have to do your... You want to do the level walk, okay? You don't want to just start out guns blazing. Oh, shoot. Well, I'm going. Oh, shoot, it fell down. Well, that's gonna be trouble. Huh, good job. I'm getting kind of lucky. That worked really well for what was kind of a mistake. Remember to examine the drops. I sometimes will miss something big. There we go. I would have missed something pretty big. And what do we got? Increased weapon damage. Oh, I love that. This one I absolutely love. Of course, I'm now not getting the heal on a kill capability, but you know, who needs it? Who needs it? Okay, health is full. Don't need health. Usually, honestly, I don't buy anything from the store unless I'm having really bad luck with the kinds of things I'm getting in game. I have bought a couple times, but generally speaking, I just try to keep upgrading the stuff I get on the floor. Because it's about as good, you know? Now it's a level 3. And now it's a level 4. I barely ever use the gun. Don't know why I upgrade it. No idea. And this is always a, oh man, this is always a afterthought. I probably should be upgrading these because I'm not really getting an amazing amount of armor this round. Next one. Next round I'll probably do that. Got about 15 minutes left for today. What the heck, did I start later than I wanted to, or what? What is up with that? I could have swore I started early today. Oh. Oh, he's getting brave, isn't he? Gang up on my turret. There we go. So you can see the health of your bot here. And as you can see, he's sick. Poor little guy. Come on. But I didn't mention it, which I don't think I did. I can use the right bumper. See, to do this kind of jump right here. It's not a jump, but I mean it's like a warp type of thing. You can also press down on your left thumbstick, you know, like you're gonna run or something, and it'll do it. Kind of useful. See? And it'll keep going. Because there are gonna be times where you gotta run away, I'm afraid. Okay. This. You see this? You want this, actually, because the elite enemies are freaking bullet sponges. I think we'll let him go by. Dang. Uh-oh. Doing pretty solid. You know, the last run was a lot hairier than this one. Aww. He's dead. He'll come back, though. Don't worry. He's like Frosty the Snowman. He'll be back again someday. Oh, actually, he came back really fast. Huh. Let's have a perk for that. Ah, what the heck was that? What was that? Huh. Okay. Let's try this. It's the secondary. Okay, so I guess I was wrong about that. I assumed that the handgun was the primary and the other one was the secondary, but that apparently is not true. Apparently it's using the Call of Duty method there. Okay. What do we got? Shield Optimizer. This is actually a really, really good one. I enjoy that perk a lot. Ooh, he's got trouble here. Look at them all. All right. There are some enemies that are capable of putting a shield around other enemies. You gotta watch for those guys and take them out early as much as possible because they will protect the other enemies from getting damaged. This guy also is a big pain in the butt. We're gonna do this. Well, let's just go for it. Well, that did not do what I wanted it to. And that... Oh, yeah. Yep, not good. Not good at all. Yeah. You forget how vulnerable you are when you start a run. Like at the end of the last run, that guy right there, I could take him out like nothing. Man, that really tore me up. I'm hurting. I'm hurting. Go for it. Go for it. Look at that! I want that. That's a good one. Yeah, I still got a couple minutes. Let's go run one more. So right here, healing those health that I got utterly tore off me. Yeah. I'm kind of surprised, honestly, that I haven't had much in the way of armor during this run. What are we gonna do here? Obviously, my primary needs upgrading. Let's add something else to this. Upgrade the level on this guy because I use it all the time. There we go. There, wait, did it say I had more? Yeah, I can still upgrade a little bit. So 375, 225. We'll upgrade that helmet a little bit. There we go. Great little shoddy. This guy's trouble. You know what? I can tell you already where I'm going to start from because this is a straight run, so... Come out before you had a chance to really do anything. Oh, I missed. Huh? Shotgun's pretty good. Always keep an eye on the radar. It can really help. Oh, it can really help you out. Really? What the hell? Say that, but apparently I'm not listening. Oof. Oh, that did significant damage. Well, I actually, it actually, did damage to my hit points. Not just took down the shield. There's another perk, too, that... Ooh, that was a big upgrade. There's another perk, too, that you get later on, where you can tell it that the damage that takes down your shield can't also do damage to your hit points. And that, believe it or not, it seems like something minor, but man, it does really help. Alright, so here we go, another bot companion. I think I'd be remiss if I didn't do just a little more. Just a little more. I was hoping to go to a boss battle, and I think I'll probably sneak one in at a different time when I've got more time, but... Okay, so I would have made a big mistake here. Here's what I want to do. Take this guy out. Wait. He's not dumb enough to approach. Oh, whoa. Again, the aim assist on this is fairly strong, so I use it a little bit. The only problem is I don't think it goes for like headshots. I think the aim assist is mostly locking onto their bodies, so you gotta kind of pull up a little bit. Just a wee bit. Get that scrap. Okay, that's all good. Didn't even get a chance to fire a shot. Doing pretty well now. I was actually expecting a harder run this time, based on the last run. I know I said that before, but I'm kind of shocked. Let's see what we get. Weak point damage. Or 35 more damage to beating him up. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Alright, we got time for this one.
All right.
Alright, what didn't I do right here? I did not scope the room. Oh god, that guy's horrible. There we go. I think I'm gonna be alright though. Relay cleared. Alright, what do we got here? 30 damage, level 7. Let's take a look at it. I think I'll use this. Another bot. Another bot. I now have 3 bots. Going into the safe room. Alright. Health is full. Let's upgrade this guy a little bit since, you know. It is important because sometimes you will get a nasty surprise in a level. Keep that armor up, even though, you know, you might not think you need it based on last level. Every once in a while, next level's a shocker. All right, we can do one more here. Oh, Christ. Hate these guys. Believe it or not,
Maybe
they're
this
not
log has some answers. Probably not, though.
super dangerous by themselves. Oh god, look at all this. It's when they're with others. Oh man. Am I gonna start here? I think I'm going to, because I kind of want to avoid... I want to avoid combat with that big guy. I want some time to deal with him. Well, this is great. This plan went well. Damn it. There we go. Look how many bullets that's taken. That's insane. What do we got? Yep, that's better than what I got. What's this? Also better than what I got. There he is. Trouble. I don't think you can crack that shield. You usually just try and wait for him to, yeah, make the mistake of coming after you. We got 600. Take it. All right, and let's just see what we got for this level, and then I'm gonna wrap things up because I can hear the wife is home, which means we're going out for dinner. Where is my exit? There it is. All right. Pickup range. This is another good one. I like that one. All right, and that is it. Let's switch over here to get to my thoughts on DeadZone Rogue. It's $20, and to be honest, I don't think I'd have mind paying $25. Graphically speaking, it's really nice. It runs smooth on the Steam Deck. I love the gameplay loop on it. It's really enjoyable. The controls, again, like I said, you take a look at my settings for the controls there, but once you get them there, man, they're really tuned in. I like it a lot. I mean, it's really just kind of fun to play. You can play it in really short bursts and it lets you save the game, or you could just sit there and try and do a full run in one sitting. It's good stuff, especially for handhelds. So definite thumbs up on that. I want to thank you guys very much for watching this. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe for more. I'll see you in a couple days. I've got a headphone review coming up, a gaming headset review coming up. I've got Sorry Atari, which is going to be a good one because I've been waiting to do Star Wars the arcade game forever. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great 4th of July, folks. Bye.